Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Captain Crypto. Thanks for coming back and doing another episode with me. All the love I'm getting from the community is much appreciated. Right now we have about 95.4% of the people watching my videos are not subscribed. So if you guys could go ahead and go down, smash the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, leave a like, leave a comment, that would mean the world to me. Jumping into today's episode, I want to talk about a coin called Reserve Rights and Reserve Protocol. So super interesting project. Here's a little intro video that they've put together explaining what they're trying to accomplish. Check it out.
Money has a pretty bad reputation, but people often lose track of what it allows us to do. The point of money, at the most basic level, is to help us track who has done favors for other people or for society and pay them back over time. Currency has enabled us to cooperate on a global scale in a way that we just wouldn't be able to do without it. Right now, money is effectively issued by nation states, which has been pretty functional in many parts of the world, but it's also susceptible to failure. In the extreme, you could spend your whole life saving money, and over a very short period of time, it all just goes away.
The Corralito happened in 2001 in Argentina. The government decision was to confiscate everybody's funds and then devaluate the assets to 1/4 of the value. It was devastating.
Emerging markets go through periods of cyclicality where there is a tremendous amount of inflation. Keeping money under a mattress or whatever it may be, that's never going to go away. How do you address that?
I got excited about Bitcoin in 2011 because it looked like a way to track the ledger of favors that didn't depend on any functional government or banking institution. But anything that's as volatile as Bitcoin can't really be used as money. Nobody wants to put their savings in a currency that could be worth half as much in a few months. The challenge of designing an automated exchange rate peg, which is what a stable cryptocurrency will rely on at the beginning, is very difficult. And in the price-stable cryptocurrency field, there's been a huge rush amongst many teams to ship a product as quickly as possible. The problem with that is that if an exchange rate peg breaks, that's really bad for all of the users of that currency. Over the past 6 years, we've been building a multidisciplinary team of people who are really well suited to attack ambitious and complicated problems just like this.
Nevin and the reserve team, they're already accomplished in many respects. They're seeking to do something that's really audacious, and maybe why it appeals to me so much is that it really reminds me of what we were trying to do in the earliest days at PayPal.
The Reserve Protocol implements two tokens, the Reserve Token and the Reserve Rights Token. The Reserve Token is pegged initially to the US dollar so that it maintains a stable purchasing power, and the Reserve Rights Token is allowed to fluctuate. Something that excites us at Reserve is opening up a financial system and giving access to a lot of people who didn't have it before. And we keep looking at M-Pesa in Kenya as an example of the amount of transformation that can happen when you do that. M-Pesa is a mobile payments and savings service that was introduced about 15 years ago, and by now something like 20 million people use it, and it's lifted 200,000 households out of poverty.
I think stablecoins give autonomy to people, and that's a very empowering tool, because now when somebody wants to change the rules, that autonomy, will create freer society.
You're always going to have dollars, you always have gold, but in this era of blockchain and crypto, why can't you have a crypto equivalent? That's where the stability of reserve comes into play.
Currency is this enormous global institution. But ultimately, what matters is the impact on people's individual lives. And our hope is that the level of cooperation and stability that we enjoy in most of the developed world really can be brought to the remainder of the world.
So super interesting video, super well put together as well. I want to show you one more video of an interview that they did, just explaining again what reserve rights is. Check it out. Let me know what you guys think.
Tell us about Reserve Protocol and your background.
Yeah, so Reserve is essentially designed to create a stable version of Bitcoin. And what I mean by that is, there's a lot of projects that are aiming to create stablecoins right now, and some that already have pretty successfully. And our take is that we want something that is as censorship resistant as Bitcoin, but has a stable purchasing power. And so at the beginning, it's stabilized against the US dollar, like a lot of other stablecoins. But we designed it so that in the long term, it also can actually kind of go off of that peg. It doesn't become a free floating currency per se. It's still like 100% asset backed over the course of time. But at the beginning, it's backed with a bunch of dollars in various places. And then it can transition to be backed by government debt and other currencies and commodities and so on, with the vision being to create a cryptocurrency that sort of is highly censorship resistant, can't be shut down, and the value kind of represents an index in the global economy. We kind of have this idea that that would be a really excellent global.
So super interesting coin. I definitely recommend you go check out their website. Here's something they tweeted out last month on the 20th. RSV did have the fork complete. Go check that out on their Twitter account if you want to learn more about that fork. Here's something else that came out recently. They are actually looking to bring RSR and RSV to additional crypto exchanges. So to do so, they're deploying their treasury funds from RSR to liquidate the position. As far as something to look out for, Coinbase tweeted out that they possibly might. They're looking into possibly listing Reserve to their exchange. So check that out. Let me know what you guys thought of reserve rights. Is this something that you're interested in? Is this something that you're bullish on? If not, again, down below, leave a comment. Let me know which coins you guys want to see. Let me know what you thought of this coin. Do you like this coin? If you're new to the channel, again, if you could hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, leave a like, leave a comment. All the support that I'm getting already is much appreciated. Again, this isn't financial advice. It's always my own personal opinion. Do your own research. Thanks again for tuning in.
Play-Doh. They love it.